our final week of StrongCon Challenge workouts. So what we'll be doing today is going through the intro of the generalization of all these StrongCons. Then I'm going to go through a general prep warm-up, and then you are going to go through a pattern grooving segment. That pattern grooving segment is basically performing all the movements that you will be doing in the StrongCon that you pick at a lighter weight or fewer reps just to finish off this warm-up. You'll do that on your own time, then come back here virtually, give you the briefing, some strategy. So let's get started. Finally back into sweater weather for these warm-ups. Just going to be using a roller, and then it's going to be body weight based. So keep this close by. If you don't have a roller, you can skip through that part when we get there. So let's start with the hands and knees. And I'm going to get myself on a timer. Flexion extension through the spine. For me, this is first thing in the morning. And if you know me, focusing on getting that spine ready to move is a priority. I shift my weight left and right as I extend and flex just to find those corners. Breathing and extend. Butt comes down onto the heels, arms overhead. And then I shift in this child's pose position, left to right. Feel a stretch from one lat to the other, one shoulder to the other. And I'm going to bring my weight forwards. Allow the hips to sink down, load up that extension. And then I'm going to bias to one side by shifting my weight over, rotating through the legs, over, and then one more per side, over. Big deep breaths. Over, back to that child's pose, arms overhead, sink down. I'm going to get the shoulder involved, so if you can't see, just have a quick look here. One arm comes up, reach the back of the shoulder, and then reach over, palm is up. Other arm, reach up the opposite shoulder blade, reach, sink down, one more, reach, and up, palm is up, reach, palm is up. Sit onto your butt, feet in front of you, windshield wipers. Make sure you're getting full shin down onto the ground. So both knees come down, touch the ground. Pivot your hips as much as you need to. So your butt comes off the ground to accommodate the knees coming down. Back and forth, 2, 1, and then get yourself into a 90-90. Okay, so shin straight out in front. And I want to keep my chest up nice and high. Next month, we're going to be working on more active reaches, and I'll show you what that is the next one, but less contact with the ground. For now, I'm going to get into my 90 reach. My other hand is helping support by being on the ground. 90 reach, and then I bring this foot over into a cross-leg position, and I hinge forward. One more here. 90 reach. Cross-leg position, and I'm going to go on the other side. Rotate, find that 90-90 position, and then reach. The leg comes forwards, reach back, forwards, reach, last one, and forwards. Frog position, knees out wide. Find equal tension on left and right side. Drop the hips down. Find that pulse, equal stretch, and then I'm going to thread the needle. Arm comes underneath, palm is up, look under the shoulder, rotate, and look. Rotate. One more here. Theme of threes. Rotate. Switching sides. Palm up. Reach. Rotate. Reach. Rotate. One more. Good. Standing up. In the shoulders. Circles. Forwards or backwards. Doesn't matter. We'll be switching. Loosen up. Switch directions. and then across. As you come across, rotate those shoulders, palms up, palms down. Palms are both up. Now we're going to rotate one palm down, the palm that's up, bring the chin to that side, alternate, and reach. Feel that pull down the neck, in through the shoulder. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, if you've got a wall, we're going to swing over to the wall for the wall arm slides. If not, you can do this standing, basically back against the wall, head against the wall, forearms against the wall, and I'm going to press up and down the wall arm slide. 20 reps here. 15. 10, 9, 8. Keep that back against the wall. 2, 1. Good. Now, coming down, foam roller. You can skip ahead if you don't have a roller. I'm going to start with one leg. I got a short one. If you got a longer one, you can do both at the same time. Start just above the knee slightly bent, and I'm just going to roll up and down towards the hip. A little discovery session here, finding out which spot is a little bit tighter. Now I'm going to roll onto the outside just a little bit here, again from the knee up to the hips, and at any point this is excruciating. It's because you're not doing this enough. You're going to work on loosening up the tissues. Now I'm going to get a little pin and extend. So for me, the outside of the quad is my focus. Pull that heel to the butt as I'm rolling towards the hip. It's not as bad on this side, so I spend a little bit less time. 2, 1. Roll back down, inside of the thigh. Pull the heel to the butt, and extend. Pull the heel to the butt, and extend. Good. Okay. Moving that roller. That's all we're using for the roller today.
Camera cut off here, so you are going to now stand up and we are going to get into some squats.
Squat. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hang out at the bottom. Pedal out the heels. Back and forth. Let that back just round out at the bottom. Sink down into the heels. Hold on to something if you need to. Put your hand on the ground if you need to, or don't. Rotate. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming up. Inchworm out. Final flow here. I say inchworm down. Hinge. Walk. Full push up. Windmill, full push-up, windmill, full push-up, toe touch, full push-up, toe touch, last push-up, inchworm up. Slowly up, chin tucked, hands on the hips, forwards, to warm up. All right, long, strong con day. So 4 different workouts. Depending on which one you're going to do now, we're now going into our pattern grooving. So have a look on WODUP, see which movement you're doing. You want to go through each of those 4. So if you're doing let's say a run, kettlebell thruster, ball slam, and knees to elbow, which happens to be what I'm doing, that's the 35-3. Those are the movements that I'm going to warm up now. Whatever other ones you're doing, continue with a few reps, get some row strides in or some ski strokes in, or some assault bike working, and just spend about 5 minutes making sure you're comfortable with all the movements. You've worked the full range of motion. This is going to be important because you don't want to discover that you're tight in the middle of the workout and then you're just doing too much volume. So for the workout itself, these 35-minute workouts, it's unreasonable to expect yourself to do this completely unbroken because you're doing as many rounds as possible. You can't partition the workout, which means you can't stop one movement, move to the next one, you're tired, like we have with the 15-minute ones. It's a different strategy. So the goal here is you do not want to go to 2 or 1 rep left. Do not redline it, because then you are going to get too far gone. You're going to have to break up your movements into 1 to 3 reps. It's going to take forever. Now, for those of you that are scaling, that's actually a good way to look at it as well. If you are not able to get a full 10 reps, let's say the first time you do this, or you just get to a point where you cannot do 1 rep safely anymore, that's when you want to scale it. That's when you'll make that change. But ideally, it's better to struggle through this, because what you want to record is how far you got doing this, the actual RX version, the prescribed version. If you need to scale it, that's fine. For safety purposes, do that. But for the workout purpose, don't do it because you want this to feel more comfortable. That defeats the entire purpose. You're not going to get better, and that attitude is going to transfer into all the other workouts you do. Safety first, not comfort. So pattern grooving, find the movement that you're doing, get through this as many reps as possible. Have fun. See you on the leaderboard.